and which policies should be implemented, or which technologies could help to minimize the risks that you are mentioning?
I was trained as an astrophysicist and as an engineer. I earn a very good living, not a very good, I've earned a good living as a science fiction author. So why did I write a book about secrecy and privacy and security? It is one of the only public policy books from the 20th century, still selling more each year. I did it because I was very afraid of what I was seeing. People were reacting with a reflex to information age problems. And the reflex was to say, we must stop light. The powers that be are looking at us. Stop looking. We are sharing data on Facebook. Stop. Our privacy is being violated. Pass laws to prevent people from seeing. And this is the road to hell. It will destroy everything, including privacy. Look, we have 4 great arenas that were invented in the last 200 years by the Enlightenment. Markets, creative and competitive markets, democracy, which are markets for policy, science, which is competition over theories, and justice courts, in which all of them are competitive. They all use human competition to find out what's right, to find out what's true. The law courts must be meticulous. Science is very relaxed because we know the truth will come out someday. Markets and democracy are filthy, but they generally work. Except right now in America, we've gone crazy, but this will pass. The point is that all of these 4 only work in light. If all of the customers can see the information they need to choose goods and services, if all of the voters know what they need to do to choose between policies, science, it's obvious, courts, they suffer and they die when there is a lack of light. We are naturally afraid of power. All of our movies and our books, the story, the legend in the movies is suspicion of authority. The hero in the movie always suffers an authority problem at the beginning 5 minutes. That's how you know you're supposed to like the character. The character is eccentric, and if someone is intolerant, then that's the villain. And it's suspicion of authority, some authority figure. It may be corporations, it may be government agencies, it may be an abusive husband, but suspicion of authority. And the difference between the right and the left is that the left worries about accumulations of power by oligarchs, aristocrats, and faceless corporations. The right worries about accumulations of power by snooty academics and faceless government bureaucrats. They're both right. And if we were calm, we would say, you watch them, I'm worried about them. And we'll guard each other's backs and make sure that all elites are subject to accountability. Well, how can you subject all elites to accountability if there is not light? And if you forbid light to flow, who is going to be blinded? Elites? Look, in 10 years, we'll all have Google glasses. Wrap around, they will cover the world with information. As you walk down the street, you will click your tooth and maybe all the buildings will become invisible, except the bathrooms, the bedrooms. or they will be covered with vines or have dinosaurs on the roofs, or you may go to some prurient site, click, and everybody is naked. Not their real nakedness, but fake, with mustaches hanging down to the ground. Anything. It will be a great era of human creativity. And everybody walking past you will have name tags, because your glasses will look up everybody's faces. And you will never again be at a loss for who that person is. Or click your tooth and you will see reminders about how you met them, or the name of their dog. Or you click your tooth slightly differently and you can see dissenting opinions from their ex-spouses. Now, is this horrible or is this useful? Obviously it is both. But if you think it is horrible, fine, you will help to pass laws to prevent the face databases. So you will walk down the street and you cannot see these name tags. Do you think a rich person walking down the street won't have the name tags? A government official won't have the name tags? A corporation executive won't have the name tags? A criminal? They will see, and the only thing you will have accomplished with the privacy law is to blind yourself. There is a French word that I helped to invent. Je ne parle pas bien la langue française, mais c'est le mot c'est mien. Surveillance. S-O-U-S. You answer surveillance from above with surveillance from below. And to those who say we cannot do this, I answer, this is how we became free. This is how we have the privacy we do have, because we can look back. We can catch the peeping Toms. When you are in a restaurant, you have some privacy. Why? Because you glance every few minutes to see if anybody is leaning in. And if they're leaning in, you look at them and they say, who are you looking at? That's why you have privacy in a restaurant. In the future, if we have glasses and eyes on our homes that can catch the little spy bugs and the little drones that stupid little teenagers fly in to watch us, but we have technology and we can look back and catch them, then we can tell their mothers what they are doing. It's the only hope we have, because nothing else will work. If we live in a world filled with light, then perhaps we will be free. And if we are free and sovereign and powerful citizens, and the elites are afraid of us, then maybe we can even have a little bit of privacy. Perhaps.